Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Let's get this show going, man.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans by fans, with your hosts, Jessy Martin.
The Cowboys are finished, you understand me?
John Taman.
Pull down my trousers and do your job.
Scott Hartley.
Well, that was dreadful.
And occasionally, Keith Gregg.
So many social engagements, so little time.
And now, your host.
I guess that's me. I took my name out of there so it wouldn't have the echo on it. But actually, this is this show. This is the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, OnePoint Safety Show, Bunker Postgame Mashup, or whatever Jessy called it. I can't ever remember what you called it.
It was Bleeding Burgundy in a bunker after scoring 1 point safety.
I don't know why it is.
Get the shit right.
Dude, get the shit right, he says. Usually we watch the podcast and it's just the top of your hat. And now we're watching the podcast, and if you start touching yourself, everybody's going to turn this fucking thing off. There you go.
No, I've done this on purpose.
You've done this on purpose so you can show off Chase Young's number? All right. Is this because of the the extreme lack of pressure that we had today?
Exactly. Exactly. We're missing it. We've missed something on the defensive line today. And by the way, I appreciate you waiting for everybody to come on, John. It's mighty old man of you.
Hey, man, that's what we're supposed to do.
Like 30 more seconds later, Andy could have been in here during the start, and then who knows where Scouse is, but
I don't know where Scouse is. I don't know where Scouse is. But Andy got in as soon as Andy was here as soon as the theme ran. Which, by the way, if you noticed, I put Sam Howell in there and took Chase Young out. So that's big ups to our production department.
Oh, great! That's
Absolutely.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
What does that say on your hat, Andy?
Bloodline.
Bloodline. What is that? Some kind of freaking female hygiene product?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You're so stupid.
All right, so we won
by
today.
Unilever. Yeah.
We won today. All right, we like to do the one word. All right, we'll start. We'll go clockwise. Jessy, you and your belly. What does one word say?
Well, we got out of that one, fellas. I mean,
One word. I said. Jesus Christ.
All right. Phew.
Shoo. Okay.
Phew.
Scott, what about you? One word.
Nervous.
Nervous. Nervous. Andy, what about you? One word.
Improvement.
Okay. My one word. Hey, win. I like that one. That's my favorite word of all of them. So,
I got to say, Andy's was walking on some damn thin ice. Like, seriously, walking on some thin ice about double jinxing this team. If y'all remember a few weeks back, where Andy flooded X on his timeline, like, we're definitely not losing this game. And then he thought it was a good idea to go ahead and do it again.
Well,
after
good.
He got demolished.
Tell you what.
And,
First of all, can I say Jessy has never looked so good in his entire life?
I know.
Look, I can tell you what, man. You better have some balls if you're going to walk around, promoting Bloodline feminine napkins. Right. That's what I say about that. So, all right. I'll tell you what, man. I thought we played a pretty good game. It was 2 turnovers that were absolute murderous. Without those 2 turnovers, we have pretty much just a game where we dominate the whole doggone thing. But we gave them a short field with the fumble, and the bad interception in the end zone was just god awful. I don't know what the hell he was thinking with that. What do you think, Andy?
I thought it's one of the best games we played. I thought we played really well. I thought we dominated the game. Yeah, there was mistakes here and there, but I thought that's probably the best. That's the best game that EB's called. I thought last week was really good. This week, I thought EB. He's like, we say we have to be patient with Sam Howell. EB again showed to me that if we trust him and trust the process. I know it sounds very cliche, but he called a hell of a game. Called a great game. I thought
he had his hiccup.
You come on here too. We sit on these shows and we criticize people when they do badly. So let's give them some praise when they do well. I thought EB called a tremendous game. Really good game of football.
All right. Well, that's one way of looking at it. Scouse, how do you look at it? By the way, welcome to the game. Scouse here. Welcome to the post game.
Thanks, guys.
What do I think?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you think?
Well, we won. Do you know what I mean? We won. I mean, there was
we got it. Yes. All right.
Yeah, I mean, trying to think it over. Is lots of things about me.
Take your time, Andy.
There's a lot of good bits and a lot of bad bits. So I'll take the win. I think we played about a C+ grade, maybe a B even, and then happy days, man. Happy days. I finally won a game.
Yeah, we won a game. I kind of agree. C+ is a pretty good grade for this. I think offensively, without the 2 turnovers, you got to give him an A. Right? Sam played really well. He did some really good things, but defensively, once again, people are going to look at me and say, "Oh, they only scored 17 points." But you know what? That game was in the freaking lurch towards the end there. This is a team that's never scored on their first drive, and without a freaking bad pass from goddamn McCorkle there, that was a touchdown. So there are times when this team really needs to stiffen up that they just don't. They did in the second half today again, which is good, but that's you can't live by that. You got to start playing 4 quarters. What do you think, Scott?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the throw, the interception was just. I was like, this is it. We are on the back foot completely now. But we did what we did, and we had to grind out a win there. And at the end of the day, if you can grind out a win, and that's all you need to do. This should have been an easier win than it was. Yeah. I honestly thought it was going to be an easier win than it was. And you're right, John. We were in it. They were in it right at the end. But Mac Jones is an absolute horrible quarterback. I don't care what you say. And
we made him look decent.
Nah, I don't think we did.
No, we didn't.
Ramondre Stevenson runs his longest run ever. Dude, still
that's how short defense was.
JDR can't get out of town fast enough. I gotta say.
I think we gave up like less than 200 yards on defense.
Yeah. I mean,
17 points. I mean, if you come out of this game thinking that the defense, was shit, sorry, I don't know what to tell you, because this was probably one of our better defensive games of the whole entire year. Yeah, I mean, listen, players give up plays sometimes, and for the most part, we kept the ball in front of them. There was one pass play, that deep pass play, I think he called that. It wasn't a very good pass, but that might have. I mean, we still were in kind of tight coverage. I didn't see anybody lost, which is a good thing. But I mean, I thought the defense played fairly well. I know Andy touched on he thinks this was the greatest game EB's called. I don't. There was times in important. Yeah, in important areas, and this is a running theme of this season. In important areas where he calls some goddamn head scratchers of plays. I don't get what that third and one, and then I mean I think there was 2 third and ones or fourth and ones like right after each other.
They threw it deep. Yeah.
Like what are we doing here? Like why even try that? I mean it just did not make a whole bunch of sense.
You go for I thought for a second that they're just going for the flag, because he had to see that Diami was tied up like that. They're going for the flag.
Yeah, but you don't do that. I mean, I guess not in that spot right there, not in an important, spot of the game. A lot of plays, Sam kind of dug out and made a play. That was all on Sam. I don't think the play call was any good. It was just Sam just extending the play and making it happen. Obviously, Sam had the really, really bad interception at the end of the half. I mean, that was almost a game killer right there. But he bounced back, which is fucking
he always does.
You need to see.
Almost always does, except for that Bills game. He bounces back.
But you can't have 2 weeks in a row where you have a really bad interception like that in really bad areas, bad times of the game. But
that's his second one in the end zone this year, which is too many.
The offense did enough to win. The defense did enough to win, and you got to be happy with that.
You do. Andy, can you comment on what Jesse's shirt just said?
I'm not getting all the negativity, guys. I thought it's probably our best game of the season.
I'll say this.
I think it's a bad team, bro. Do you know what I mean?
All right, well, you can only.
It's a good defense, a really good defense. I will give them that.
The line wasn't that good today at all.
They got an excellent.
Don't have so much time in the pocket.
Yeah, we come on here and criticize when we fucking. Yeah, but we can only play what's in front of us. That's not our fucking problem, is it? Fuck me. We come on here and criticize when we don't do things well. We finally win a game, and you lot are fucking moaning.
I'm still gonna go how I see it, bro. It's as simple as that, man.
We just played well. We played well.
McLaren
played well. You lot are fucking moaning like we just lost.
I think winning by 3 points.
Jessy's tied up there.
I'm sorry.
I don't give a fuck if we won by 3 points or 23 points. We won. We played a good game. EB called a good game. The team played well. We won a good game, man. Let's enjoy winning because we don't do this that often.
You're right.
You're absolutely right about that. Look, anybody who says anybody who says the Patriots defense is bad is fucking lying, because they even with Matthew Judon out, they're still a top 10 defense in this league. And Bill Belichick, that's what he's known for. He's known for Tom Brady and having an excellent defense year after year. And Sam navigated that defense very, very well. And you got to be impressed.
Yeah.
He
dictated to it.
Yeah. So what we really missed was this guy right here. Poor guy.
Yeah,
listen. That showed on the field today. I don't know if y'all noticed, but that showed them two being gone. Definitely,
we didn't have much pressure at all. And dude, that sack was called a fucking roughing the passer.
Oh, we got to
go down as one of the worst fucking refereeing interpretations in history. That's the thing I hate the most about what they do about officiating nowadays is it's all subjective. Oh, it's up to the referee's interpretation. Bullshit. Football is a fucking easy game. It's not that fucking difficult. You people have made it so fucking difficult. Well, I'm interpreting that, he should have been able to defy the laws of physics and not come down with his weight on top of him like that, even though he still has the ball.
But he didn't. It was a straight tackle. I mean, there was
nothing. The apology call this week. Roger will call us up, say there. I tell you, Josh, we're sorry this week. Sorry. Anyways,
the thing is, though, they were bad bad for both sides. Because they missed
here in the chat.
They missed a face call as well. So it's, a face mask as well on Jamin Davis. They missed quite a lot, actually, this refereeing crew.
Well, yeah. I mean, one thing was interesting is that Bill Belichick wasn't getting the calls down towards the end, those special teams penalties. All right, I'm going to quote Scouse here. Scouse says, Joey Sly. What did you mean by that, sir? Joey Sly.
He was fine.
Are you now a fan?
Well, I'm warming up to him. I'm warming up.
All right. He hasn't missed
He's making his kicks. I'm going to start liking the dude. Simple as that.
That's it. Next week,
he's got to do.
Fuck him. I agree.
No, it is all he's got to do, man.
Holy Water's nailed it there, saying we beat a team that was worse than us, but I'm happy. That's exactly it. That should be what we should be on here celebrating. But I wasn't impressed with the defense today, to be fair. The defensive line, anyway. But
you always give us heart attacks, man. All the way to the final play. Every single time we're close, I'm actually leading, going into the final drive.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's not nice, man. It's not nice for the heart.
It's worrying, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I just want to win a game, Scouse. I just want to win a game that you
exactly.
Know it's
it's
nice
and
won
simple.
by 10 points. It's simple. Yeah, you know what I mean.
This is nice happens, doesn't it? But there's that word again. I hate that freaking word. I don't know why you English people invented it. It's a worthless word. It means nothing. It's useless. Right. We should beat this team. Well, we did, and that's the good thing. If you are going to be a team that is going to get better, you got to take care of the teams that you should beat. 2017 is no different than 27-12, 10-3. It's no different. It's just a win in the win column. But a 2017 win over a team like this is about where we are. I will say this because I always criticize Jack Del Rio because I can't stand that son of a bitch. If it was up to me, I'd put itching powder in his fucking jockstrap every single day. But I'll give him this. In the fourth quarter, he came with some blitzes. In the end of the game, within the last 5 minutes, he came with some blitzes from outside. None of them got home, but
yeah. No, he did. I noticed quite a few blitzes in the first quarter as well too. And then they. For one, you saw the offensive line they were picking up. They got a good offensive line as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they were starting to, hit these shots in the middle of the field. So I think that's why he kind of backed off of it a little bit. which I think is a little bit understandable. But yeah, what we did in the second half, especially defensively, we really locked it down and towards the end of the game. And obviously we were all nervous the last drive.
Sure.
But look, we got to shout out Quan Martin and especially Emmanuel Forbes. Emmanuel Forbes locked their guy, his guy down all day long. So hopefully this game gave him some confidence going.
I really
forward.
like to see his teammates rally around him like that when he made a play.
Yeah.
That was good.
Like I think Forbes is the MVP of the game, to be honest with you.
Well,
because they were trying to go after him too. You can kind of notice that.
Coming into that, Scotty, what the fuck is wrong with Jamin Davis? What the fuck is wrong with our goddamn first-round pick that Jack Del Rio, dumbass Jack Del Rio, has to be over on the sidelines explaining, look, this is some very basic, simple shit that you should have learned in minicamp or your first fucking year, and I'm still showing it to you.
I mean,
I don't know, but then he made up for it at the end.
Yeah,
he was burnt. All right.
He went down. He covered the wrong gap, and Ramondre Stevenson, got him. I mean, that shit happens to every single team in the fucking world. Shit happens.
I get it. Look, I'm just for me, he's a first round pick. Okay. And I just can't see a day that doesn't come where Jack Del Rio's not sitting there saying the same things he said about Chase on the way out the door. I think he made a play.
I think we're overreacting a little bit on the defense here.
I know.
Today.
You know what?
Because they played very well.
Go on,
Smith Williams made an injury to keep him, so one could get the time for the red flag out.
That was smart. That was smart play on JSW, and I deserve to be yelled at by Andy Burrows. So go ahead.
Say what?
I deserve to be yelled at by you for
no yelling. I'm happy. I thought we played, like I said, we played a hell of a game, man. You can criticize a few little things like the Sam interception, but that's going to come. This, you know what I mean? He's still learning the game. What was that? His 9th NFL game, and people keep trying to judge him like he's fucking prime Tom Brady and things like this. He's our guy. I don't want to hear coming into when this season's
completely
done.
Agree.
I don't want to hear draft.
I think we all agree with that, besides Jessy. I think.
I mean,
he's our guy.
You can't be 100% sold either way, man.
Yeah,
it's
he's our guy. I don't want to hear no draft. I don't want to hear no QB talk in the draft. I don't want to hear we're fucking doing this, we're doing that. We've got our fucking guy. What is it about Washington where we've got to go? Ooh, we must draft a QB. Ooh, we need to.
Look,
so
what if we have to draft a quarterback?
What if he goes has 3 more Buffalo games? What are you going to say then?
We don't need a quarterback. We've got one. Stop fucking looking. We have one. Move on.
Andy Burrows has fucking spoken here on the mashup.
Yeah. He can't. He still got work to do, man. But it's definitely trending in that direction. But you can't be sold just yet. I mean, he could go off and have 3 more Buffalo games, and then what?
I don't know, but
and then we call it a rookie. We call it a rookie season.
He's not a rookie.
We could go off and have 3 more Patriots and Eagles games.
We got it. We got. I mean, when is it going to be time where we actually, judge him as a real quarterback? Because you're saying he's a real quarterback, but you're not judging him as a real quarterback.
We are, but what? You got to also throw in the fact that it is only 9 games, and he is going to make mistakes. And honestly, what Ron said, what they said on the telecast that Ron told him after the halftime was that he tried on that interception in the end zone to just squeeze it in. He thought, those are the kind of balls that a quarterback needs to have. I kind of like the balls, but dude, you got to be a little smarter of it than that. Hang on a minute. My wife's heading out. I got to give her a smooch. See you later. Have a nice day. Damn it. Now I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah, with our kisses.
He's going to get the German sound in a minute.
All right. So,
John's setting that VCR as soon as we're off here.
The VCR.
Just thinking right on.
Y'all are a bunch of
Yeah, we are. Right.
All right, now I totally forgot what I was talking about. So, Scouse, what the fuck was I talking about? Make a comment on that.
I don't know what the fuck you were saying, to be fair, mate.
Okay, well, goddamn it, don't listen to me then. Go ahead, Scotty, kick us off.
I'm just saying in Jesse's retort there to go to his point about Sam Howell. I'm not Josh Allen had a shit first year. You know, Trevor Lawrence had a shit first year.
True.
This is Sam Howell's first year. Whatever way you want to mash it up,
Start.
this is his first year. As a starter. You have to give him the time to do that. He might have 2 or 3 more Buffalo games, but so what? I think he's got enough about him to be the quarterback here, and he's better than anything I've seen in my tenure.
Well, I
remember what all you got to do is draft. Don't worry about drafting a quarterback. If you draft a good O-line to fucking look after him,
we can say all this we want to, but he's auditioning right now for whoever the new GM and coach is. He's got to play well. He has to. There's no.
Or we could just I thought he really did. I mean, walk out the door, and we're sitting here in the season going, "Oh, do you remember when we had Sam Howell and he was really good and we let him walk out the door?"
That's not on us. That's not on anybody in the building right now. That's on.
It will be because people listen. People listen to fucking stupid fans when they go, "Oh, I'm not sure if he's the one." He is the guy.
GMs and coaches, they do not listen to fans. Come on.
If they did, they're immediately fired.
Yeah, that's the most.
Can you imagine Ron Rivera going over to Twitter? Let's see what the fans think.
No, I'm not saying as in per se, but if everyone clamours on about it so much, this is the problem in Washington. We can never just think, fucking hell, we can never just be happy that we potentially got, we have got the guy. What we can never do is in Washington is go, right, but now we're going to draft a good O-line. Now we're going to draft really well and protect this guy. Now we're going to give him some weapons, more weapons that he can throw to, etc., etc. All we have to do here is fucking moan. Just be happy.
All right, but you're not understanding. In our world as fans,
I just love
that makes sense, but it's not in the real world in the NFL because they're going to look.
It's not Washington world because no one wants to fucking hear it.
No, Andy, no. Because as soon as if Sam puts a few more poor performances out on the field,
and what we put in a few good performances.
Okay, listen to me. Just listen to what I'm saying here. They're going to look at who's coming out, where they're drafting that, and saying, okay, does this guy have a higher ceiling than what we have in the building?
Let's go and get someone from the draft then and just fucking
listen, I'm just telling you how it is, Andy. That's just reality of it. That's how this works.
Listening to
a new coaching staff. I'm telling you this right now. A new coaching staff, new GMs. They are going to err on the caution of picking their own guy before anybody else that's already in the building. That's just NFL life, man.
I'm a firm believer.
It's not NFL life because other teams and good teams will go, do you know what? We've got a good guy here. Let's build a team around him. In Washington,
bird in hand, right?
In Washington, we go, oh, I'm not fucking sure. I'm a bit scared still. Fuck off, man. He's good.
I tell you what, you know what they say? A bird in hand is worth about $5.99 a pound. And I agree. Bird in hand is worth any fucking draft pick. We've got somebody here. And I think I know what Jesse's saying. Pump the brakes a little bit. And I know what Andy is saying. That
Jesse's not pumping the brakes. He stopped the car and got out.
No, I'm not. Does that sound like I'm giving up on fucking Sam Howell? No, not at all. But what I'm telling you is,
from the guy who says
Sam Howell's got to continue to play well. Otherwise, he's not going to be here. That's as simple as that. I mean, period.
Come in and say we need our own guy.
If he continues to make dumb mistakes, they are going to see that, and they're like, okay, you know what? I don't like this here. I don't like this there. I want to go get my own guy. That's just the reality of the situation. It is. It's not what we want. We want Sam to be the guy. We want him moving forward so we don't have to go through this damn QB carousel again. But again, it's the NFL. It's what have you done for me right up here right now? Do we want to bring a new staff in and say, you know what? He's had some good games, but he's also had some terrible games.
I don't understand.
That's just the reality of it, man. It is. It may not be quote unquote fair, but that's the NFL.
What have you done for me is WYHFDM, and NFL is NFL. So I don't know how this is the NFL. That is what have you done for me lately? It doesn't add up. That's all.
He's just come off 200-300 yard game plus games. So
it's all upset.
Yeah, but let's go into the draft.
One throw and 4 touchdowns. What was it today? One and one. And
even veteran quarterbacks make a mistake, and in this case, from what Ron said coming off at halftime was that he tried to squeeze it in there, and even though it's a very bad mistake and he should have just thrown it away. You got to kind of, that's the Brett Favre that you want to have. Some guy that thinks he can just pop that son of a bitch through there. Now, we saw a guy here in Heineke that thought he could pop it through here, except what he would do is he would throw it in the fucking crowd on 4th down in ball game.
Do you know what? The one thing that gets me with
Rule
Sam
one.
Howell, and the reason I think he is the guy is if you go to the quarterback route, you never know what you're going to get. And look at every quarterback that's come out this year, every quarterback that came out last year. He's better than every single one of them, and that's a fact. Statistically, looking at how many touchdowns against interceptions, his QBR rating, he's better than every
He
single
doesn't
one
get
of
rattled
them.
easily. He
And he
bounces
doesn't.
back.
He doesn't. I mean, look at that run today, though,
And
as
he
well.
throws
Was
the
it
ball a lot.
23?
Fucking awesome. That
You know what I
run was
mean?
awesome.
23 yards. I mean,
Dude, we're
come
fucking
on.
pounding some shit. Scouse, is this our guy?
Oh, 100% he's our guy.
There you go.
I've been on Howell since the start. Well, pre-season, really. So
You have actually, to be fair.
I'm still sticking with him, man. He's showing me that he's got the balls to make it work. So, as Burrow said, sort out the O-line, get better in the trenches there, get a better O-line coach as well, personally, and go from there, man.
Daniel Jones sucks.
Just watched it there, John.
Is he back in? Is he back in?
Yes, he's back in, and he's being Daniel Jones.
He's so bad.
Should have played Danny DeVito from last week.
Danny
Oh,
DeVito.
we-
with his little Italian chains around his neck. Hey, yo,
How
wait,
did he
I can't-
not-
you know what? They probably said we can't start this guy this week. Nobody can understand him at the line. He's up there. Hey, yo, hot one, hot two. You know, come on, give me the ball. You
Yeah,
know,
but he's probably at the line like.
Want some swattage on my pizza, man.
It could be worse. We could have Daniel Jones as our quarterback.
That's a hell of a lot worse, exactly, man.
Oh, jeez.
40 million as well for that. Ooh,
his helmet
awful.
keeps sliding down because of all the fucking oil he has in his hair. Jesus. Hey, come on. What you fucking around for? Just snap me the ball, yo.
Hey, yo, Marco. Hey, yo, Marco.
All right, so you know what, Scouse, you said something last week that I thought I liked, which was man of the match. So say it again.
Man of the match.
Man of the match.
Man of the match. No, give it to me nice and right, man. Give me just your time. Man of the match. Give me it. We need one.
What do you mean? In what way?
What's that?
Man of the match.
The
You
match.
are the man to say
Man
man
of
of
the
the match. Man of the match. All right,
Man
so
of the
who's your
match.
man of the match?
Man of the match, man.
All right, who is it? Man. Who is your man of the match?
Sam Howell.
Ooh.
Okay, you gonna give us a reason, or you're just gonna give us the name? There you go. The reason is
Whoever's watched the game will know why. The reasons why. The
Okay.
guy's got balls. The guy knows what he's doing. He takes
a guy,
a
he's got
lot of
balls.
hits, but you know that you'll clean that up. You'll clean it up. This time he was better in the pocket, as in coming up into the pocket and then coming through if he had to, and then took a slide when you needed to, rather than getting leathered. He's just getting smarter all round play. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, of course, his dumb plays. I mean, the interception was ridiculous, but you're going to get that, as I mentioned before. But again, there's too much upside here and downside. So I say I'm all in on him, and he played great today.
All right, Andy, who's your man of the match?
Sam Howell by a country mile. It's vast improvement on what we've seen since he's been here, really. And like Scouse just said, what I like about what we're seeing now is, and this is the improvement. Every game he seems to be. Do you remember the first game that we were at, and we were there week one, and we said, "Oh God, you know he doesn't know when to get rid of the ball. He holds on to the ball too long. He's not sure when to slide."
We thought
This is a young man that's clearly gone away. Clearly listened to his coaches. Clearly he's done what QBs in Washington ever do, is listen. Is our guy. We are going to do very, very, very well with him as our quarterback.
CJ Stroud had 470 yards and 5 TDs today. That's crazy.
Wow.
Just popped.
I love Stroud coming out of college,
And it
though,
was-
man. I
and
mean,
it was-
I
it
love him
was,
better than Bryce all
wanted
day.
to- I watched it on here. I wanted to say to you, it was the last. They were behind by 3, and it was the last second touchdown to tank.
So
down.
again, clutch as
Great
well.
throw.
Yeah, man.
Great
Yeah,
throw.
that's good,
I'm
man.
going Emmanuel Forbes.
Yeah, good shout.
It was
Jessy.
Good shout.
an unbelievable bounce back game for him. I couldn't be more prouder of him. So hopefully this will give him some momentum and confidence going forward, because we need him on the field, guys. Let's be perfectly honest.
He's
You
our
can
first
see-
round pick. We need something. We need one of these to work out.
Fuller is starting to, you see some little nicks in his armor, and I'm sorry, St. Juice, man, I don't know what's going on with him.
He gets close, tight coverage and knocks the ball down here, but then he gets bowled over, or he won't get into a tackle. He's standing around.
You know, when they're playing in man coverage, a lot of people like picking on St. Juice because he's supposed to be in their back pocket, but he's like 2 or 3 yards off of them and trying in the trail position, trying to come up. And it's been a problem. But Forbes, he played fantastic today, and hats off to him.
Mm-hmm. Scotty, what about you? Who is your man of the match?
Yeah. To Jesse's point there, it's quite difficult when you're a Canadian with a flip top head to play. So, you know, it is what it is. For Benjamin St. Juice, my man of the match, Dotson. I thought Dotson had a really good game. Another game where
he did have one bad
after that first drop, yeah.
He settled in.
Whew. Yeah, he settled in. He was okay. He was good for me. So he'd be my man of the match.
Honorary mention for Pringle as well. Wow.
Yeah.
He showed up, man.
That's who I'm giving it to is Byron Pringle. That dude was clutch today on key third downs, on long third downs. You know, he made himself open, and that's a very good trait. It's a veteran trait where you can find that your quarterback needs a little bit of help and find that hole in the zone and make a nice catch, turn around, make a nice run. I was really impressed with Byron Pringle. That's a nice signing. We brought Wiley over, so there's your thank you very much for nothing. But hey, Byron Pringle's turning out to be all right, so maybe it'll offset it.
Jones just fumbled, by the way.
What's up, man? 40 mil a year for that, you know what I mean? Like
40 mil, 45, Scouse.
45 mil. I'm wrong, yeah. I mean,
guaranteed.
We think we've had it bad these past 2 years as Commanders fans. Just think about what Giants fans.
No, they beat the fuck out of us. I don't want to hear it. You know, as far as I'm concerned, if you're a Giants fan,
that's besides the point. The point is they just signed a quarterback that doesn't belong in freaking backyard leagues to be their franchise guy for $40 million a year. And they got to live with that. They can't just dump that contract. He's got like 2 more years before they can even get out of that shit. So
tell you what, if it was Thanksgiving Day and I saw a homeless guy coming towards me with a fucking Giants jersey, I'd lock the food pantry. Yeah, you ain't getting nothing, buddy. Not even a can of goddamn cranberry sauce. Fuck it. As a matter of fact, if you can open this can after I throw it at your head, nope. I can't stand it. Giants fans, I'll tell you something. You can go into a New York cemetery and dig up a Giants fan, and I guarantee you by the time they've been dead for 15 years or so, it looks just like Gigantopithecus or whatever they found in the Olduvai Gorge in Africa. It looks like just some almost human, not quite. I guarantee you, the missing link is a Giants fan.
Well, Barkley's just gone to the locker room as well. He looks like he's not returning.
Well, too bad.
He said Daniel Jones is back. Fuck this.
I'm done.
Get a pretzel.
I would have hangnail.
That's right. You know, he went over to the bench and said, "Ow," you know. Ow.
Hangnail, did you say?
Yeah, out with a hangnail. That's it. That's him out.
My foot, my toe.
Oh, at least we can laugh. At least we can laugh. Oh,
he'll just laugh at us, wouldn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So. It's great to be happy, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It really
who do we have next week? We've got
Seattle. They just got manhandled today by the Baltimore Ravens. So
they're going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
But anyway, John.
Somehow, hopefully, we can get some pass rush going.
They've had home as well.
That would be an interesting game.
This was one of the only one of 2 games that I called that I think we can win before the end of the season. So at least we got that one out the way. So there you go.
You know, so Seattle does well. You know, they're kind of middle of the road on all kinds of stuff. But if you let them get going, I guess
good to home, aren't they?
Got to look at some Ravens game film and see what they did.
It's a late game too, fellas. It's a 4:30 game.
Yeah, all right, so let's see. Tomorrow being Monday, you will see the bunker coming up. 4:30? You guys do that for the bunker? Is it 4:30? So stop and watch that.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Sorry, 4 o'clock.
Let's see. Will be out like probably mid-show or the beginning of our show will be out on the podcast platforms. And as soon as Andy gives us the gives me the email address, I'll set up the YouTube account.
There you go. There you go.
As soon as I remember the password.
We've also been saying this for the past 2 months now. So.
Look at these giant glasses. It's like
match.
I've got to get the YouTube.
Where's the ball?
If I was in the mood, I would show you a trick. I would show you a trick in which I can move one eyeball at a time. You want to see me move one eyeball at a time? Anybody want to see that?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jesse. We'll move one eyeball at a time. So ready? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some wonderful stuff here on the.
Well, I feel ripped off in that. You know?
One eyes at the
you don't belong in the circus at all, John. Not at all.
Thank you, Scouse. That's the nicest thing anybody said to me today.
Didn't get my money's worth out of that one.
One eye's at this shop, the other one's getting the change.
All right, so tomorrow.
His wife went out.
Tomorrow at
Wow.
5. Burrows. Okay, well, I guess I'm still stuck up here. All right, at 5:30 tomorrow afternoon, the Bleeding Burgundy podcast will carry on this wonderful celebration. We'll be dancing around with ski goggles on and popping champagne and all kinds of stuff, listening to Scotty's wife yell at us, "Don't get it on the carpet!" And then we'll have a good time with Keith here, and we'll talk about the game. And then Scouse and Scott will put out the OnePoint safety show on Friday morning,
Thursday afternoon, evening. Yeah.
All right, there you go. And thanks for stopping in on the mashup. I kind of like that title. Are we all right on mashup? Hands up for the mashup.
I like mashup.
The mashup.
The
Jessy
mashup.
probably doesn't fucking like it.
Because nobody can remember what he called
Fucking bollocks.
Can we go into the draft and get another name?
I'll tell you, Holy Water sums it up. And I must say, there's nothing like somebody that's straight from the Vatican saying "fuck the Giants," and I gotta only think that it sounds "fuck the Giants," something like
John Allen definitely agrees with y'all. He just said to Nikki Javala, I feel like we found our quarterback for the next 5 to 10 years. I truly believe that. Now, if John Allen can just fucking brush the passer,
Well, I tell you what, he sounds a lot better than he did last week. Last week, he was just sick of this shit for 7 years of his mouth.
Maybe I'll take his word a little bit better.
Holy Water thinks we're the best podcast ever, and I think that's probably true.
Join us on Monday there, Holy Water.
Yeah, man. So we'll see everybody whenever we see everybody, and that's when you're going to see us. So see you later. Oh, you know what? I forgot to say, pound that like button. You know what? Do that. Pound that like button. Send us money, whatever.